After a crushing defeat at Chelsea last week, Aston Villa's aspirations of a Champions League spot were hanging by a thread. A win at Bolton was essential to keep their hopes alive. Our man at the Reebok Stadium was Steve Bauer.
3 points from the last 12 mean Bolton are still looking over their shoulders in the Premier League. They welcome back Paul Robinson after injury at left back, alongside former Villa defenders Gary Cahill and Zat Knight. Villa's reaction to the 7-1 drubbing at Chelsea is to make 3 changes. That includes a first Premier League start in 7 weeks for Fabian Delph. John Carew has been past fit to play. He scored his club's last 4 Premier League goals. Wilshere. Nice balance, good strength as well. Needed to be fouled by Cuellar. Had a real impact since getting into the team on loan from Arsenal, Jack Wilshere. Super balance there. That's all that Cuellar could do. Robinson's free kick towards Davis. Lovely chest back. Cohen! Beaten away by Friedel. Back in by Davis. And away by Cuellar. There was plenty of power behind that. I don't think the Israeli could have caught this any better. Lovely knockback to him by Davis. And that was travelling. Bonlahor did well. He's found Warnock. Bonlahor once more. Now Ashley Young. Oh, brilliant! Simply brilliant from Ashley Young. Knew exactly what he was doing. And Villa, who'd made a very quiet start in this game, lead at the Reebok. He'd only scored 1 goal in his last 8 games, Ashley Young. But he picked up the ball here in space and curled that beautifully past Jääskeläinen. That had quality written all over it. Sam Ricketts to deliver the long throw for Bolton towards Zat Knight. It's come through to Wilshere. He felt there might have been a deflection. The referee says goal kick. Zat Knight didn't get a touch. It was Collins who headed it away, and then through the crowd of players wide from Wilshere. Cuellar. Agbonlahor trying to turn Zat Knight. Agbonlahor needed dealing with by Jääskeläinen. Right on the shoulder. Fed by Petrov. Created the opening. Turned over by Jääskeläinen. Done. Foul by Mwamba. Free kick to Aston Villa. Petrov takes. Finds Ashley Young. 4 in the penalty area. And Downing was coming in at the back post. Good defending by Robinson. Downing's corner. Flicked on at the near post and all the way through. Well, Cuellar got 1 touch. And it just needed a second to put it into the back of the net. Zat Knight's header towards Klasnic, away by Cuellar. Davis looking for Klasnic, and it's still Klasnic. Friedel out quickly, still hasn't got hold of it. He has now. Hasn't had a lot to do in this game, but he had to be effective here to deny Ivan Klasnic. He was untidy in the build-up, but he got through, and he made himself big, Friedel, and then finally gathered. Forward from Taylor, touch from Klasnic, interception from Petrov, and it's fouled Ashley Young. There's only Heskey in the penalty area. He's trying to find him, and denied by Jääskeläinen. That would have sealed it. Young rolled it in. Heskey got goal side, and Jääskeläinen did the rest. Heskey went down under the challenge from Cahill. The referee says play on. Heskey is still poleaxed on the ground. Heskey headed Cahill's forehead then. He's a little dazed, but he looks as though he's going to be okay. And discussions going on about what's going to happen from this. Drop ball, and on they go. And it's Agbonlahor on his own for 2-0 Villa. Well, if that had gone in, there would have been a long post-mortem because the drop ball was played full-blooded. But Akbon Lahore went on, and that's a chance to put the game to bed, which he didn't take.
Actually, how good a response was that from the team today?
It was a great response. I think if you look at the team performance, it was a brilliant all-round team performance. We fought from the first minute up until the 90th, and you know, it shows the character that we've got to bounce back from the defeat we had last week.
I thought we huffed and puffed a bit in the first half after that without any fluency, but second half was much better, and I would have loved obviously to have Brad Fiedel more saves to make, but we certainly had enough ball in the box, one or two things flying about, but just couldn't get that elusive goal to push on.
What's your definitive message to those supporters about your future?
I gave a definitive message a few days ago. I will, as I normally do, sit down at the end of the season with the chairman. We will assess the season and we will look to see how we go forward. If that's the case, I would like to continue as the manager of the football club because I enjoy it, and I think there's things to do here for the football club.
Brilliant, Martin. Thank you very much.
Would that clear it?
Perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Totally unambiguous. A good show of character, though, from Martin O'Neill's side, and probably vital going into that second clash in the FA Cup.
Well, exactly, and probably for more than one reason. Obviously, last week hammered against Chelsea, and they had to bounce back from that, and important for impetus, momentum going into the semi-final of the Cup and for the rest of the season, but also important for Martin himself, that the players responded to the criticism they've been getting, and they've answered the question in favour of Martin.
What do you think to the criticism? I mean,
I think it's crazy.
over-expectation?
I think it's absolutely crazy. Well, it is. I mean, I don't know about the supporters of Aston Villa. Last year they gave Akbon Lahore a terrible time at the end of last season. This season, Carling Cup final, semi-final FA Cup, vying for fourth spot all season long. I think they've had a terrific season, but they want more than they had before, and that's always a problem in football.
I think the best thing about it for Villa is, like all the top teams, you lose a game, you win the next one. Yeah. And they're becoming a top team. They've won a top 8 teams.